Alrighty then there, boys and gals. Boneyard Bob here this morning, and we've got a little pump issue. Bob lives down on the river. Bob's water comes from the spring, and then Bob pumps water from the spring up into a large holding tank. And in that holding tank, there's another pump that creates pressure for Bob to be able to go turn the spigot on or the hose pipe. But a couple days ago, I turned the switch on, put some more water back in the tank. You just got to go keep an eye on it every once in a while. And nothing came out. Well, Bob pretty knows when he flips that switch, within, let's say about 4 to 5 seconds, because I'm only lifting water about 60 foot. So about 4 to 5 seconds, the water should be going in that tank. You can hear it. So I'm going to show you what I did to check one thing. I've already done that, and I'm not walking back up there, but I'll give you the basic gist. But the next thing I'm going to have to do here now is I'm going to pull the motor off, because I know I got voltage down here, and I'm going to see, but the pump is humming. So we could have some sediment inside the pump itself, and it could be jammed, or we could have a bad motor. So let me show you what we did. Bob's going to give him a little patience powder, and then we'll be good to go. That's what Bob calls it, patience powder. So what I did to make sure that I had voltage coming all the way here, which is about 110 foot of cable. I've got the cover pulled off this little section right here, okay, going to the pump. And yes, the power is off. Ooh, here comes the sun. Dang, Bob's got his dark spectacles. Bob's here by himself. These dogs are real handy for security, but they ain't real handy at troubleshooting when you got an electrical problem. So Bob just had to put on the old thinking cap and do this on my own. So, with the Lord's help, obviously, we don't do anything on our own. So I took my multimeter, and I've got me some little penetrator clips on it that you can pull the little springs back, and they got little small pins in there. And I went right here on my 2 black wires, which are my line. This is a 3/4 horse, 230 volt pump, 2 wire. So I put my little penetrators on there, snugged them down. I set my meter to AC, and I had the meter sitting just there like that. And then Bob took his old phone and put it on video. Bob set his phone right there where it could see the meter. And then stiff-legged Bob walked back up the bench, walked back up there, turned the switch on. I did it for, I think I did it for 2 seconds, and then I turned it off. And I turned it back on for 2 seconds and turned it off. Turned it back on for 2 seconds and turned it off. I could hear, I knew, was pretty sure that I was getting voltage down to here. Now we're fogged up, because I could hear the gen slightly go, ooh. So when I come back and I looked at my phone and replayed the video, I could tell that I was getting the voltage I should have down here. That's how I established I've got juice-tricity, okay? So, moving on from that, and the good thing about being right here at the spring, when you get thirsty, you got water. Bob brought his little, I call it the little mini task bag, bug out bag, just something that I grabbed the essentials that I might get into. I got a little hammer. That's a very good magnet. You got a magnet. You drop something down here in the spring, pull her out, get her out. Got me a good old trusty Arco wrench. These wrenches, you can actually run the jaw all the way out, turn it around, run it back in, and then you got a half pipe wrench. It's real handy. And they're narrow. They get in tight places. Got me a little multi-driver with about every bit, more bits than Picasso's got paint in that thing. Got me some needle nose vice grips. You can do about anything. I always keep you some electrical tape, some good Super 33. Don't buy cheap electrical tape. I mean, there's places for it, but to have for all around, keep you some good tape. You can make all kinds of repairs. That's what's keeping Bob's glasses together over here, because the earpiece is broke. That's had Super 33 on it for a month and a half now. That's why sometimes they're crooked when you see me. And just a couple wrenches that I knew would fit this pump. If you can't put a crescent wrench in there, you're going to have your boxed-in wrench to get these little nuts out to separate this pump. And, of course, just a screwdriver for prying. And I got me some little precision nippers. Anyway, I think this is probably a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch. These, unless the pump's really old and corroded, these are stainless steel studs and stainless steel nuts, so they're generally just going to come right off. And you might say, what's that green on the pump? Well, it's spring water. It's clean water. It's living water. And so it'll have a little bit of algae on it. Bob keeps two separator filters. I don't have to purify this water. I don't have to treat this water. It's not like well water that's coming deep from the ground. It's got a lot of hard iron and stuff. This iron has a lot of magnesium and some lime in it, but it's not, you can just go right down here and drink it. It's good stuff. But you will pick up that green, and them two little separators up there will pull the green out, just keep it from spitting out the hose pipe, or having little green flakes on you when you take a shower. This part takes a minute. Gotta be patient. Bob's not a smart man. The Lord has blessed me with common sense, and He's blessed me with patience. And I'll take that any day. As the old saying goes, a jack of all trades and master of none is better than the master of only one. That's how that whole saying goes in the old English. A lot of people edit that out and knock you down for being a jack of all trades. So you that jack of all trades, remember the rest of the saying when somebody throws something on you. Okay. Once you take them 4 bolts off just about any kind of pump, the shaft is just spline, so it should just slide right apart, okay? Now in that, okay, so I think we found the problem. Alrighty then, Bob has determined that the motor is not functioning. The windings tested okay when I tested them the other day, but inside, internally, and the one thing that does kind of concern me a little bit, I pulled that seal off that shaft, and it looks kind of rough. It's supposed to help seal anything out of that motor, and there was some old crummy water kind of come up out of there. So Bob really can't complain. This has been down here for 5 years, so, and it kind of has a hard life. We're going to get this pulled off, and then I think I will get it up to the top. I have another motor off of another pump. We'll get back into that. We'll check those two, see what we can come up with. Or we may just have to go get us, big spotted bass right there. We may have to go get us another motor. Y'all stay tuned. Appreciate you. Have a blessed morning.